up 1875 for the day, and this is live 10:28 a.m. 9:19. The reason why I'm recording it on my phone is because on my NQ Lioness channel I don't have enough subscribers yet to go live, so I said I wouldn't take my Apex account, my 150K account live, but I guess I'll take this live and purchase another one and trade that in private, or maybe I'll purchase a smaller one and trade that in public. But as you can see, I blew the other one, my PA account. I lost control. I am human. It happens, and so I ended up blowing the account. I just totally blew it, which it will happen. Well, and the good thing about that is that it was not necessarily my money yet, because I didn't take the payout and then put money into my own live account and then lose that money. So essentially all I lost was the money that I paid for the account and the money that I paid for the activation fee. The account was $40 for the 150K account. It was a sale. They are running a 80. It was a 90% sale. They are running an 80% sell off now, where you can get a 150K account for $50. So I reset the account for $35, which is low barrier to entry, guys. And actually my original target was up here. It looks like it's going to go hit it, but the way we did that stop run where you seen that I was in the trade, I decided to exit it because usually when you do a stop run, you do pull back a great deal or you get a reversal, but it can still squeeze shorts out right here. But back to it, this is day 2, $153,502.50. So I made $3,502.50 in 2 days. Today we had a profit of $1,875.90. And so it looks like we are, yeah, we're hitting my target. And then we might reverse. We might run this 2,160 level and then reverse. Not sure. We gotta wait and let the market tell us what it's gonna do. But I did take that trade off. Sometimes it just happens like that. I could have held on to it. Hindsight is 2020, but I did make $1,000 and something on that trade, so I'm happy with that. We're gonna go ahead and hit this $9,000 target, so that we can get into a PA, hit the $9,000 target over again, plus $100, and then start taking our payouts. And we'll do that live, and we'll do it however long it takes. This is a little different. Trading live with people watching, knowing that people are watching you, it is a little harder. So I may have to adjust some things. I may even it's gonna change everything. So if I end up taking more losses than I usually do or holding the trade longer, so be it. Just work with me. Don't do what I do. Just kind of learn from my mistakes and learn from the things that I do right and the things that I do wrong. Because like I said, it is different knowing that someone is watching your trades and you not wanting to make mistakes. It affects your psychology a little bit when the fact is that you will make mistakes. So with that being said, I probably trade better off camera than on camera, but I will record it for you guys so that I can help whomever is watching. Because that's really the goal, right? It's not just about making money or showing you can trade. It's really about helping people. So with that being said, being that I'm still kind of in a beginner level, even though I am 3 years in, before it gets, too time consuming to where you have to charge for it, I'm willing to give all the free information that I can right here, right now, of what I've learned in the last 3 years, and I'm hoping that you guys can gain value from it. So as you can see, we got a little rejection off the top, so we might reject, like I said, because this is an important zone. As you can see, I have my zone marked here. These lines is initial balance. I draw them on for the New York session. There is an indicator on TradingView that will draw the initial balance out for you automatically, right, where it draws the initial balance high and low for the Asian session. If you're trading just the New York session, that's fine, but you have to understand that there's more sessions than just the New York session. So when the market opens up in futures, it opens up at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at 6 p.m., that's when the initial balance, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., that's when the indicator will draw that initial balance. And that is for the Asian session. And then you have London session. And then you have a New York session. So New York session initial balance, which is the first hour of trading, goes from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And they do not, the indicator does not draw that because the market started at 6 already. So what I go in and do, and you can, have these lines be whatever size, whatever color you want. But I find that 9:30 candle, as you can see here, and what I'll do is that will start there. And as price makes new highs, then I will, go to settings here. After you click on the line, you go to the settings, and I will change the number in the coordinates so that it's set. And once it's set, you can go ahead and lock it for the session so that when you're moving around on the chart, you don't accidentally move them. And if you do move them, you can just go back and find the candle between 9:30, the lowest point between 9:30 you draw. Keep the beginning of the candle at the 9:30, and then just find the lowest point and edit that candle in the settings for the lowest point price, for the lowest point that price touched. And you do the same thing for the high. The highest point that price touched, you go into those settings and then you change the coordinates for those points. And then you have the initial balance. And so, and then you have the initial balance, and you can trade the ranges or trade the breakouts of initial balance. Retest of initial balance, failed upside auction, failed downside auction. And so what I'll do is in a future video, I will talk about the initial balance and where you can find out that information from to understand it more, because you will need to understand it in your trading. And y'all already know I'm going to link a book for you that you'll need that will help you. I just want to shorten the learning curve as best as I can for whoever is willing to learn. And as you can see, we do have a little rejection. We didn't quite make it to the top of that zone. That's why if there's a zone and there is a point where, say, my take profit is, let's say once I seen all these buyers come in on this candle, right? This wick, this bottom wick that let me know buyers were in. And I wanted to take a trade at the close of this candle. And I was targeting, let's say I was targeting the top of this candle here, right? This big white candle. By the way, white candles are red. The green candles are obviously green. I changed them because in the beginning when I was trading, I would see a lot of red and it would trigger me to sell. When a red, like this big red candle, you think you're supposed to sell, it's not always a sell. Now, when you get better at it, you could see this big red candle. This candle open here. You can take a close at the close of this red candle. You could take a quick scalp and scalp it for almost 20 points there, about 19 points. So that would have been a good trade. But anyways, let's say if the buyers were here and I was going up and I was targeting the top of this wick. Sometimes the top of the wick will get run, but it'll just go a tick past it, or sometimes a tick or two below it and it rejects. So sometimes, and it's usually not candles like this, it's usually like a bigger play, but I will set my take profit slightly. You see that nice rejection? Look at that. That's my trade. I think we're rejecting out of this zone, which is a seller zone. In the past, every time when price has come to that zone, it's sold off tremendously. So again, I will put my profit target. Let's see. I will put my profit target below this. You know what? I don't even use those. What is that? Those UT bots? I don't use those. They're just in the way. Let's take those off. Yeah, I don't want those. Anyways, I will put it right below the top of the wick. That way I kind of try to ensure that I take my profits. So if, up here, profit target would have been like here. But look, I wouldn't have got taken out of that trade by a couple ticks. And sometimes when that happens, you wait for this candle and you're like, okay, wait, let's see if it turns around, and then look, it's eating more and more into your profit. So that's exactly why when we ran this like that, I knew we were going to sell. I knew we were going to come back down and sell off. So I just went on ahead and took my profits. I didn't care that it went up a little more and I lost out on a couple dollars because I made my money. I don't want to be greedy. You know, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So with that being said, I'm going to turn this video off. I'm going to get back to my trading. All right, I took another trade. We are going to end the day up $22.69.20, $2,269.20. That is enough for me. The account is now at $153,895.80. That is $3,895.80 in 2 days. If I can do it, you can too. Stay tuned and follow for more.